Great seeing you here in this new video in our course Masterclass in Project Management. We're talking about budgeting and cost, and in this part, in this video, I will define the basic earned value parameters. Earned value is an important concept in project management, and we are going to look into different aspects of it. First of all, we look at the cost baseline and earned value. Then we can define the planned value or PV, the earned value or EV, and the actual cost. These are the three basic parameters, and it's finally also important to evaluate all these parameters. What does it mean when we have those different parameters identified? The idea of earned value originated in the production environment, where the operations manager wanted to compare the estimated effort to do some work, EV, with the actual cost. EV means how much value are you creating when you do a specific task, and what is the cost to do or to create that value. When we look at project management, the S-curve or the budget curve or the budget baseline, the cost baseline, here we have the combination of the creation of deliverables over time and the value of this deliverable. So we have basically two parameters which are combined, the number of deliverables that are created and how much do they cost. When we look at the value of the completed deliverables, it's the earned value, the EV. Every time we create a deliverable, we earn the value of that deliverable, and we also find the actual cost. How much did we pay to create that deliverable? When we look at the first parameter, the planned value is also called the cost baseline and the S-curve. Here we see the cost over time to create the deliverables. In our example, we have basically a straight line from the start till the budget at completion when the project is finished. And from that moment on, the cost remains the same. That's why the horizontal line is there. And I've drawn it like that for later, that we can use this to do some estimations of the time to complete the project and the final cost of the project. When we look at this graph, there are two parameters. Basically, in this graph, we have the deliverables and the cost of the deliverables. The graph contains those two parameters, and during production, we will be looking at these things separately. Now, at any moment in time, we can find the planned value, or how many deliverables should have been completed, and how much value we expected would have been created. And we see that here, at a certain time, we find the planned value at this time. So that's the point on the green curve. The next thing, we're going to define the earned value. Earned value means that during the execution, the team creates the deliverables. And for each deliverable, we know the value. So we calculate the earned value of the deliverables that have been created. Every reporting period, we compare all the data, and the goal is that the value earned is equal to the value planned. So the ideal circumstance would be that EV is equal to PV. When we look at EV as a function of time, expresses the deliverables completed over time expressed in monetary value, hence showing the scheduled progress of the project. So here we have the earned value created up to a certain moment in time. The next element is to look at the actual cost, which means how much did we pay to create the value we earned. During project execution, we also register the cost of the work to create the deliverables. The value we created is the earned value, and the actual amount we spent to create the deliverables is the actual cost. The actual cost as a function of the time provides the actual spending of the project. And in this case, we see the new situation here, the actual cost at the moment t is given here. What do we have here? We have at a certain time t, we expected to create a certain value PV. We created the earned value. So what we are doing here is looking at the schedule, and we plan to create so many deliverables, but we created less deliverables than planned. It means we are behind schedule. On the other hand, we see how much we paid for the creation of these deliverables. So when we look at this, we can have an evaluation of these parameters. We can in fact evaluate the progress of the project. The progress is given by the earned value. Like I said before, the earned value is the number of deliverables that we created multiplied with their cost, and we can compare it with the planned value. So when the earned value is less than the planned value, we are behind schedule. When the earned value is higher than the planned value, we are ahead of schedule. So basically, in the ideal situation, the three parameters should be equal to each other. It means that we are on schedule and within the budget. So it would mean that the planned value is equal to the earned value is equal to the actual cost. In this example, what do we see? We see that the earned value is smaller than or less than the planned value, and the actual cost is larger than the earned value. This means that in our case, in this specific case, the project is late and we are over budget. So just identifying these three parameters will provide us with the information about the schedule performance and the cost performance of the project. So that was the first introduction to the basic earned value management parameters that we will use in project management. So that's it for this video. I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Thank you and bye-bye.